In terms of my greatest regrets, it would have had to do with the extradition of Coke. But not so much the extradition itself, but the engagement of Manatt.
For your tenure, what do you think you did right that's assisting us now? What do you believe you did wrong, or the area you made a mistake in?
Well,
and do you have any regrets?
I was unfortunate. I came to office in September of 2007. And in January of 2008, I think it was, the financial collapse in the United States started with the Lehman Brothers, which ushered in the greatest recession that the world has seen since the Great Depression 75 years earlier. And in that Great Depression, you used to have to carry a wheelbarrow full of money to buy a dozen eggs. And it's something that shook the world. I mean, if you look at what happened in various parts of the world, banks and financial institutions collapsed in America, in England, even Canada and Europe, all over the place. I think perhaps the greatest achievement of that period was the fact that we were able to hold it together. We suffered, I mean, bauxite struck down, tourism declined, even remittances went down. Revenue dropped tremendously, our export market dried up. But not one financial institution in Jamaica collapsed. Not one. Because we were able to just carry it like a hurricane in your battling down. In terms of my greatest regrets, it would have had to do with the extradition of Coke. But not so much the extradition itself, but the engagement of Manatt. The position we took on that extradition was that the extradition was flawed because critical provisions in the Jamaican law and constitution were violated. And I said to America, correct that, do it the right way, and then we will respond appropriately. And they basically said, well, however we get the information, we get it, and therefore this is the basis. We should not have engaged Manatt, because that was seeking to go around the extradition procedure itself and to try and get some better understanding on the part of the Americans as to the position we're taking. So that was an error. In looking back, the great misfortune was somebody like Coke. If we had taken that position in defense of somebody uptown to say that his constitutional rights have been violated and that we're not going to set no precedent where America can just pick somebody and say, well, all right, we want this person extradited. We have broken the laws in terms of how we're grounding the extradition request, but send him up just to say. Remember, this was the same America back in 1992, was it? When storyteller Morrison was extradited because of an error on the part of the Jamaican government. The then Justice Minister, Carl Rattree, signed the extradition warrant for him to be taken out of the country, even though he had an appeal pending before the Jamaican court. It was an error. Admitted that it was an error, and then sought to have him brought back to Jamaica. K.D. Knight was Minister of National Security. Appeal to the Americans. We made a mistake. Send him back and allow his final appeal to the Jamaican court to proceed. And what did America say? Well, boy, we sympathize with you, but we have him here, we're not sending him back. I don't care how small we are, how unpowerful we are. But I said to the rest of the world, and I said to America, our Constitution and our laws, we dare not trample on them ourselves, and we're not allowing you to trample on them either. And I was ultimately with that position.